If you're tired of bland and uninspired homemade chicken sandwiches, then I have one insanely easy hack that can elevate them from okay to gourmet. And what's crazy about all of this is this entire recipe happened by accident. Sometimes accidents are great learning opportunities, and this one became the greatest chicken sandwich I have ever made. And you've seen this sandwich before on the Kitchen Hacks episode from back in March. And if you haven't watched that, don't worry and don't turn away. There's a link in the description and a card floating around. And also, if you're new here and you're intrigued by this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out a whole lot. This is the ultimate Southern style chicken sandwich, and I'm going to walk you right through this. And honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really come down to what you season your chicken with or what you marinate it in. It's literally all in how you marinate it. So let's take a trip back to when we started making this recipe.
And this all began 48 hours ago. Yes, 2 days ago. I know it sounds weird, but stay with me. This is the hack. And it all begins with 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I'm going to cut in half and trim up. And guys, you know what's happening next because you already see the bag. We are going to beat our meat like it owes us money. And like usual, we are looking for a thickness that's roughly 1/4 of an inch thick or something that looks like this bad boy right here. And from here, we are going to repeat the process with our remaining chicken breasts until we have some nice, thin, sexy chicken cutlets on our board. And from here, it's time to talk about our marinade, which begins with 2 cups of buttermilk and a secret spice blend that contains a very special ingredient, MSG. Otherwise known as accent. You can find this at any major retailer or local grocery store. You don't have to order it. So this spice blend consists of 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1.5 teaspoons of MSG, 1 teaspoon of white pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, and I have a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And then we're going to mix that all together until everything is nice and homogeneous. Then we're going to drop in our lovely thin chicken cutlets. Then we're simply going to cover this up in plastic wrap and allow it to marinate for 48 hours. I know it sounds like a risk, but the payoff is worth it. And now that we're all caught up, it's time to bread our chicken, which begins with 2 cups of all-purpose flour that we're going to hit up with a 1/2 cup of cornstarch in a seasoning blend that consists of 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of MSG, 2 teaspoons of freshly cracked black pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne, 2 teaspoons of parsley, 1.5 teaspoons of thyme, and 1 teaspoon of oregano. Basically a seasoning blend so good the Colonel's going to want to take you to court for a lawsuit. And after everything's been thoroughly combined, we're going to stream in a few tablespoons of that marinade into our dry mix, making sure we combine that together to form those sandy little pellets of hydrated flour that's going to turn into those crispy bits on our chicken fillets. And speaking of chicken, it's time for the dunk, firmly planting them into that seasoned flour, making sure we bury and press them down in it to ensure there are no bald spots. Guys, we need full coverage on this chicken because we're making the ultimate sandwich. So we're going to repeat the process with our remaining fillets until we have a tray full of thickly breaded chicken cutlets that look something like this. And now there's only one thing left to do, and that's take it to the fryer and finish this thing up. And our oil is set to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to put in 1 chicken fillet in each basket and drop it down for about 6 minutes. And after this time, we should reach an internal temperature of about 165 degrees and then take a look at those fillets. Look at the golden crispiness. This is one of the sexiest chicken recipes I have ever made. So from here, we are going to repeat the process with our remaining chicken breasts, frying them 2 at a time for about 6 minutes until we ultimately achieve a tray full of beautifully cooked chicken fillets just like this. So all that's left to do is assemble, and that begins with a perfectly toasted brioche bun, our beautifully cooked chicken fillet, a slice of beautifully creamy mild Swiss, and we crown our king. And guys, the only thing really missing for me are some pickles, but I didn't have any at the moment. But we're going to serve these up with a beautiful side of this gorgeous roasted potato wedges and take a look at this plate. And guys, this is simply put a restaurant quality chicken sandwich that you can make at home, and it's not hard to do either. And that accidental 48-hour marinade is what it takes to make the most deeply flavorful, tender, and juicy chicken breast. Don't believe me? Let's try it.
And here we are at the end. And take a look at that beautiful chicken sandwich. Again, who knew an accidental 48-hour buttermilk brine could bring you this amazing sandwich? Alright, to demonstrate, we're going to give you guys a cross section here so that way you can see the juices. Oh my Lord. I really don't know if you can see that. That's some juicy chicken. So let's take a bite. One bite of this tastes like heaven. If you make this a couple times a week, it might send you there. Oh my Lord. It's an incredibly crispy, savory, juicy sandwich. It puts KFC to shame. And honestly, it might put Bojangles to shame. And I really love Bojangles. But the fact of the matter is, you can make a sandwich in your own home that can rival even the best of fast food fried chickens. All you gotta do is create a flavorful marinade and let it sit in your fridge for 48 hours. At the beginning of all of this, you know, when I originally made this recipe, I thought it was going to turn into some Southern style baby food because of just how long it sat in the marinade, but it lends itself to the flavor. The flavor's all throughout the meat. You don't get any spots without flavor. Like, and a lot of other marinades that I made, they all taste good, but there's times where you just get a piece of chicken that doesn't taste like it has any on it, even though it's been fully submerged for 24 hours. There's no part of this where that flavor doesn't have like some sort of enveloping experience on your palate. And honestly, this gives you one less reason to go out to eat, and that's what we're all about here. This is less expensive than going to KFC or Bojangles or Popeyes or wherever you get your chicken sandwiches, because you can feed your family, you know, for less than the cost of feeding your family at a fast food restaurant. And it's super gourmet, it's super juicy, it's super tender. Again, if you like this sort of thing, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, there's going to be more hacks coming later on this year. It's been a great year so far. So thank you for everything, and I'll see you in the next video.